Hello everyone, I wanted to make this video to share my experience of car ownership. I've made a lot of mistakes in that area and there was no one to teach me, so maybe you guys can learn from my mistakes. When I first got my license, I should have bought a used car, but I didn't, and I ended up leasing a Toyota Corolla. I got it for 0% interest, but that doesn't matter as much. I will still put that agreement as a mistake in my books. Now let's have a closer look at the first lease agreement. Let me put the numbers on the screen. Okay, so now that we have the numbers on the screen, you can see I was paying $179.73 monthly, and I got this amount after putting down $3,000. I saved up some money for my first car. The term was for 5 years, so at the end of it all, I ended up paying close to $14,000, and that's quite a lot of money. I would have been better off buying a used vehicle, but that's I count this as a mistake. Also, so essentially you're renting out a vehicle. So at the end of the term, you have to return the vehicle, or you can buy out. You can buy out your vehicle as well. If the vehicle is in good condition, you can buy it out, but I returned it, so that was a loss for me. And also, when you return the vehicle, you have to make sure that the car doesn't have any damage on it. If it does, they'll charge you for that. Also, they need a good amount of tread on the tires, so at the end of the lease, you will have to put new tires on it too. Okay, so this story is not finished. After that vehicle, I leased another vehicle, so let me put the numbers up for that one. Okay, so now that we have the numbers up, I want to give you a little background on my situation at the time. So when I leased this vehicle, I was still young, early 20s, and I was going through school at the time. And of course working at the same time. I got this lease for 122.28 bi-weekly, so 26 weeks in a year. It gets up to almost $3,200 for the year, and again, 5 years I ended up paying $16,000, so that's quite a lot of money. But the good thing was I didn't drive much in these 5 years, as COVID hit and I started to work from home, so my car kind of just stayed on the driveway, and in 5 years I only put 24,000 kilometers on it. And so at the end of the lease term, the residual value for the car was 8,200, and if I had returned the vehicle, like, that would have been a big mistake, but I ended up going with the buyout option this time. The buyout option is good if the vehicle is in good condition. I didn't put many kilometers on it, only 24,000 kilometers in 5 years, so it's practically a brand new car, and returning it would be a mistake. So but I wanted to touch on the buying out option. I couldn't find anything about it online before I went through that, so let me just tell you what happened. So when you are buying out a vehicle here in Canada, you need to pass, your vehicle has to pass a safety test. So even if your vehicle is like 100%, the dealership will find something in your vehicle. They gave me a bill of $1,200 for the brake, the rotors and the brake pads, and I replaced it all myself. And when I opened my car to look at it, it was fine. Like, there wasn't anything wrong with it. But because you can't buy out the vehicle without passing the safety test, it's kind of a scam if you ask me. But I mean, I bought new rotors, new brake pads, and I replaced them myself. And I told them I've got it done from a mechanic. It's fairly easy to do, it's not that hard. So you need to pass a safety test. And number two, there are admin fees that you have to pay. So even though the residual value for the vehicle was 8,200, I paid close to $1,100, like including everything, like the admin fees, like all of that stuff, all that BS. So just keep that in mind when you're buying out the vehicle. So I bought the vehicle outright, I own it, and I'm gonna keep it for a long time to justify the cost, because I have spent so much money on it. So these were my mistakes. I wanted to just share it with you guys. Hope some of you can learn a thing or two from this. And if you have any questions, you can put them down in the comments below. And if you have any of your own stories, please share that with me as well. So thanks for watching, and hope to see you guys soon.